Okay, so welcome to In the Kitchen with Jelly007.com, and tonight I'm fixing to show you the fastest fish tacos in the South. And they're excellent, they're fast, they'll rival any restaurant or taco stand you go to. I'll almost guarantee that. I mean, there's some out there that are really good, but you're not going to beat this by much, I assure you. And you could do a lot more work if you wanted to, but you don't have to. This works. And you'll see what I mean if you try it. We're going to do it in the Ninja FOODI. And we're talking like 10 minutes. So what I'm getting at is, once you get all these condiments set up, and you can go as far as you want, but once they're set up, you can almost like short order cook frozen fish fillets. And bring them out, cut them up, put them on a taco, put your stuff on it, whatever you want. And faster than you could, if you were standing at the counter at a taco stand, it takes you 10 minutes to get it. Well, this is the same situation. In 10 minutes, you can have a taco rolled up. I even got cilantro lime rice that I made last night. I've reheated, and to be honest with you, I got a video on it. It's working well too. I'm really shocked at how well it reheated. I've done it before, but it's working great, and it really goes well with the fish tacos. So I'm gonna bring you all around here, show you what I got. Maybe give you some ideas. I'm sure you have your own, but the main thing I'm gonna show you is how fast you can make this fish taco with this Ninja FOODI. So I'll be right back, hang on. Okay, so really what I meant by showing you what I'm gonna do is you take it as far as you want, but this is just some ideas. I mean, I'm gonna chop fresh cilantro because I like that. I'm going to use these shreds that I bought. All you gotta do is open and put them on. I've either got soft tacos or burritos. You can make guacamole or just slice this up, and it's great. Now, here's one of the limes I zested last night for my cilantro, lime cilantro rice, and I'm going to cut that in half and maybe slice it up for squeezing on it. This right here, it works to me as good as anything on a fish taco, and it's a mango peach salsa. Now, I got that at Publix. You can get whatever kind you want, and I really don't know why I'm showing it to you. I'm sure you have your own stuff you would put on it. I just wanted to go over it a little bit and let you know what I'm going to do, because I won't use all this. I'm not chopping these tomatoes. I'm going to use this. You know, I'm going to chop this a little bit, cut some with some herb shears, and it's really as simple as you want to make it. Once you get all that done, you just put them in here one at a time, two at a time, whenever you want, and pull them out. This right here, by the way, though, is excellent. I mean, it goes great on fish tacos, and it's Chipotle Ranch. It's a salad dressing, but it works, take my word. And of course, sriracha, sometimes I put some of that on there. But to get to what we're going to cook, of course, wait a minute, here's Mexican cheese, I got to tell you that too. Avocado oil, that's what I have in here. I'm going to spray this basket. I'm going to put one piece in it. Well, I'm going to put one piece of fish in there now because it's Wednesday night and baby doll is at church, and then she's riding the bus to take the kids home after church. So she won't get in for a little bit. But when she does, all this will be ready. And I can have her a fish taco in 10 minutes. And it's that good. I keep harping on that, but it's because it's that good. Gorton's beer battered. And you know, there's several kinds on the market. That's what I use. 390 degrees I'm going to set it for 10 minutes, and I'm going to watch it. I might even pull the thermometer out, the instant readout, and check it every once in a while just to make, you know, you can, if you have one, you can. You know, it's not that big a deal, but I have it, so I may. I've even got balsamic vinegar that works good on it. You'd be surprised at the stuff you can put on one. This is a great meal. Pair it with that right there, with that cilantro lime rice, and you see what I mean. So I'm going to shut up and get this started, and we're going to get that in the Ninja, and we're going to make this happen. Be right back. Okay, so I do preheat the Ninja. That's 5 minutes worth of preheating at 390 on air crisp. There's what these look like before you put them in, and that's straight out of the freezer. I don't let them come to room. I don't let them do anything but straight out of the freezer. And I've already sprayed the basket and the liner with with the avocado oil. So all we got to do at this point is set them in. I kind of arrange them for whatever reason, and you can see them if it matters. Close it back. It was in its cool down cycle. It's done now, so we're going to press air crisp again. I may have to turn it off to make it act right. So 390 for, we're gonna set it 10 minutes, but we're gonna watch them. It's got nothing to do with it. I'm gonna raise the lid and sneak a peek, but they're off and running. I've already got some of the stuff set up. Obviously, lettuce, some limes cut up, and some cilantro. Able to stick that in the refrigerator once we're done, and there's cheese, and then the mango peach salsa and that stuff. That's all we're going to use tonight. I'm not going to slice those tomatoes, and that's as far as we're going tonight. It's just a simple Wednesday night dinner. So anyhow, I'll be right back when this gets a little closer, and we'll see how they look. Okay, so we're coming up on the 5-minute or the halfway mark, and all I'm going to do is flip them. Although in the Ninja, you don't really have to. It seems to do real well on all sides without flipping them, but because we can, we are. And I'll show you what in fact, I'll show you what the top side and the bottom side looks like. This one hasn't been flipped over here on the left, and those two have. And honestly, the bottom looks as good or maybe better than the top. That was my point. I'm not sure you can see that on the camera. But anyhow, we got to get this lid back down, let them get back to cooking. So, that's all you got to do. It's off and running again. Be right back. Okay, so right around the 8-minute mark, I'm just going to take a temp read just so we'll know. And we're close enough. And you can hear it sizzling. And that right there, be honest with you, we're at 165 right now. We're not going any further. 8 minutes was enough. So I'm going to set these out right here. I'm going to let them cool just a minute. And then I'm just going to chop them up into just bite-sized pieces that will go. I'm going to have to turn this off because it's going to try and start up again. In just a second, I'm going to let them cool just a minute, and then I'm going to chop those up, and we're going to put them, in fact, I almost forgot, I'm going to drop this in here for just a minute. I'm going to air crisp 390, just make it 20 minutes because I'm just going to let it go for just a few minutes. I mean, maybe less than a minute, 30 seconds or so, just to heat that tortilla up, and we're fixing to be ready to make a taco. Be right back. Okay, so I turned it off at 1930, and I leave that burrito shell in there, and that'll just make it stay warm. And then all you got to do is this right here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing, and just chop it like this right here. And you can hear the crunch on it, and I'm telling you, again, you can spend a lot more time on fish tacos, but there's really no need. This is as good as they get. Now, what I got to do now is get that shell out. I'm going to put some lettuce, some of this, a little bit of this, and some cilantro, and squeeze it with a little lime and roll it up, and we're going to be good to go. So, y'all hang on, and I'll be right back when I get some of that going. By the way, here's how that looked. You can see it puffed up. It's a excellent way, and it's hot. Take my word. So I'm just going to spin you around. We're going to try and do this as we go. So I'm just going to sprinkle this right here, put a little bit of that here. And honestly, 1.5 would have been good, but I was hungry, so I made a couple of them. And all right, make sure again you can see, and I think you can. Let's try to make sure. Sometimes the camera gets where I'm not aware of it, and this might make the video a little long. But next, just a little bit of lettuce. And I'm sure nobody needs to show you how to make a taco, but because I can, I guess I am. And when I realize I don't have a spoon or something, I will get it and come back in a second. But let's see, because I'm fixing to need this right here. Let's see, right here, there's a spoon. All I'm going to do is put just a little bit of peach mango, and it just kind of adds a little flavor. And again, I probably don't need to show any of y'all how to make a taco. And actually, this is a burrito shell, and this right here is a little tricky to get out. It's not a squeeze bottle, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's pretty warm. You might not want a bunch on there. About like that is good for me. And then you roll it up. So I'm gonna get over here, get set up. We're gonna put some cilantro lime rice on my plate, and we're fixing to have a taco. But I'll be right back. Y'all hang on. Okay, so that's Jelly's 8-minute taco, or at at worst, it's 10 minutes. I mean, if you even consider rolling it up and all, it took 8 minutes to cook it in Ninja. That's my point. And the cilantro lime rice, it's not bad. It's over, and I cooked it yesterday. Had technical difficulties, so I couldn't finish this part last night. So that's been in the refrigerator all night in the Instant Pot with a lid on it, and then reheated when I got home. But this is really the star of the show tonight. And if I can do this without making a huge mess, and that might not be possible, but you know what? That's what you're supposed to do with a taco. And I will say, that is what it's supposed to be. And if you watch a video on this lime rice, you'll see what it looked like last night. And I promise you, there's nothing wrong with it tonight. That is an excellent meal. The lime rice, I think, was, I don't know, it probably took me 30 minutes total from beginning to end. You saw what this took. And once you have everything set up, like I said, you got this in here keeping warm, the cilantro lime rice, and you have people over, you set that up. So you take those containers you see and set them in ice and cook two pieces of fish at a time. I ain't got to tell you all this, but anyhow, 8 minutes. Every 8 minutes you can be turning out a taco. So you can feed a lot of people as they got there, or however how you want to do it. But thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you'll try one of these and see what you think. And we'll call it the 10-minute taco. So come back to see me in the kitchen with Jelly. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff down there at the bottom of the screen, and I would appreciate that. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.